Hello and welcome back to the Western Wilds. We reset up the tent, moved it over here, over near the chicken coop. Makes it easy to get the eggs for breakfast. And we'll get in the truck and we'll head over there. I stayed back and cleared a field. Oh, field ready for good for harvest. Yeah, what I was thinking, we can either extend this field down into here. We can put in some more greenhouses. There's a few new greenhouses out now. There's one for grapes and olives. There's one in part of a potato pack that's cucumbers and corn and all sorts of stuff. I haven't really had a look at that yet. Basically, I stayed back. Got a little bit too dark. It's actually a bit too dark now, so we'll try and time ahead. You can actually go on. Yeah. So this field we purchased a couple episodes ago. We've cleared it all up. A bit late last night, so there's still one tree left to grab. Sawmill is chocolate. I think it's 300,000 litres of trees in there. Get this done. This one's not too bad. I modded one. It's you can cut logs up to just 25 meters. 10 meter one. Easy to pick up. Should be many. Close to each other as you can, but never worked out. That little bit on the end. That up. Actually drives, you operate it, seat turns around to face the crane, but when you need to drive, moves you around and goes the other way. Bad little rig job, and obviously it's a little more moddable. You can put window protection, roof protection, all stuff, put the colours of it you want. Fluoro nitro green colour guy. Back in the day when the Nissan Pulsar Triple S's came out, black with the fluoro green. This has been, know why? It's been my colours. I need a bit of a heavier weight. This one's not okay for this, but try and get a few more trees on it. Tippy, I think this one's only a 750. And the mulcher, I think 1,000, so we can try that on here, and if it works, I'll buy it. I can get that up to the actually, yeah, far away. I picked up this John Deere. Seen it, Mr. Silly P had it on his one. 150 kilometers an hour. Under medium tractors. Up to 800 horsepower. He's not very good weight wise, so we did put the big weight on the back. So we got that. Turn that off. Up. Away. Gets up in boogies. Goes really well, actually. There's all different tyre options. I just threw these ones on. It looks better than the skinnies. That's back. Yeah, we don't need that mulch or all the weight on the back of this 90% of the time. It does not have a front PTO. The hydraulic mod that you... I think we've got one of them on the yellow tractor out. Well, works well. One of this one. Oh, about $1,000. Basically any tractor that doesn't have that on it. Add it. Get this up to the sawmill, and then we can start clearing this one out again. Must have over this thing. We've got to be careful of that. This is the 53-foot trailer. I've got the truck with the hitch all the way back, so we can stack. This is a pretty light load compared to what I was bringing up here. I think I had 3 rows of 6 metre trees on there. On the back I think I've just got 8 or 10 metres for now, because there wasn't any trees left. Take a lot. I'm not sure if it's this truck or just the timber trailers in general. They are very hippie. So they'll be up. It's a cool trailer. It's got a hitch on the back. You can have a water tank on it. You can have ramps on it. It can be an auto load trailer for pallets and wood, I think. I think that's the only downside of this carpentry building. It's drop-off area is rather small. Got 300,000 logs in there now. We've got to clear out in there too, so there's probably, you know, a couple of loads there. Trailer's pretty well fine when it's empty. It's, you add a little bit of wood on it. Sorry about that. You add a little bit of wood on it. All over. It's great. We've got to. I think it's the first or second harvest, mate. This will be the second harvest because we harvested. Cultivator and a few other bits and pieces are leased. So today we'll return those. And we'll buy them, so we actually own the equipment. I think we lease the harvester too, so now we're making a bit of cash. I don't really want to have a false economy where we've got all this cash but we don't own anything, so not a big fan of leasing usually, but rather lease and have a loan when you're starting out. Can stay there. Okay, so harvester. I think we'll get into this field. We can turn it around, and I don't think we can plant anything. Oh yeah, I could still put wheat and barley in, so get that done by the end of this month. Plant it again. Load it up for the next one. Here, aren't we? Didn't get the adjustable head like harvest fronts, then you can outspeed. But for now we're doing good. We've only got a few we're doing. I'm not sure whether that new one I'm going to do there, if I'm going to go a full field or one next to the river. We can cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess, but get some more of this done. I'll back to you very shortly. We're getting close. I thought we were going to get to going to be able to do the whole field without having to get empty it. I think we're going to do it. But do an empty now. Saves getting all the way out there and having it back. There's the longest spout you can get. I know this thing's got a lot of mods and options. Longest spout. This one's only leased. I did this by I did buy this pod planter, the Great Plains one. Anything it doesn't do is fertilizing, but I can plant corn and sunflower, potatoes, and cultivator, puffy wheel tractor. This should be fine to pull it. So we'll just I think that's rated to 800 horsepower. It's only a medium thing. There it is there, the John Deere Unreal one, 890 horsepower. So we're going to find out if it works. Cable, we've still got the small little one, JCB and the Massey. We pretty much own all of this stuff now. The only thing we don't own is harvester. We've definitely invested a lot of cash back into the farm, considering we started out with that little yellow tractor in the tent in that field. Been lots and lots of trees sold, chopped. Got the cattle over there now. I keep forgetting about them. The chickens, greenhouses. That was keep between that and the timber and the silage. That's all our making us all the cash. Grass and the silage for sure was lifesaver. But once again, there's no contracts on this map, so it's do what you can while you can. Keep chugging along. I'll get the rest of this chopped down, and yeah, more stones for gold. Now we've got the bigger cultivator. That should get it done a bit faster. It's a shame there's not many stone pickers. I haven't seen. I might have to have a look in, but there's not many any wider stone pickers, which would come in very handy. One we got is 3 or 5 meters. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have a look. I'll get this sorted out and pop back to you. All right, just coming up on the last of the runs now. Just do that over a bit. We're going to miss it. Not sure if my microphone's picking up correctly. I just turned the volume up a little bit, so I'm sorry if it jumped up louder. I have sent a worker up to the shop to pick up our cedar. Yeah, like I was saying, the stone, I think the stone picker we got, the biggest, is the biggest, widest one you can get. It's not 2 meters. There is another wider one, I think. Rock King does 3.8. Doesn't hold as much. You know, that's 5.5 meters. That's 2.5. So yeah, we got the widest one. Still not, in my eyes, not perfect. Well, it works. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just be nice if it was wider. Can we stick this here without being in the way of anything? Probably not right now because we've got those attachments there. Sing hoots goes well. We drop this down here maybe. Just remind me where it's at when I lose it. Pretty cool, got a fair bit of manure there, so that's good. Probably sell off some of this stuff that we're not using at the moment. I do need to keep the methane tanker. I don't need that plough anymore. Like a lot of the stuff we got, it's not really worth a whole heap of money, but is it still? Okay. Maybe the soybeans out. A lot easier to fit them all in when you don't have the big header on. Was there a reason we planted the soybeans? I know in no man's land we've got a dairy that you can put soybeans and sugar in, I think, to make soy milk. Is fit in here? Oh, that's probably why I was parking it outside earlier. Alright, so let's grab our seeder, planter I think it is. Behind the massey to get it back. I don't think I've used this one for a while. I used to just use that red one because it used to do like a level of fertilization at the same time. But yeah, I'll give this one a go. This is just a modded version of the John Deere. It does multiple things, so it'll be a little bit more handy for now. It's cheaper too. It was 140 grand. I mean, when you look at seeders, you got these little ones. That thing there's 200 grand, 165. They do 12 and 15 meters. And you got the planters. The John Deere one's 362 for 17.8 meters. 16. Oh, what is it? 18 meters, 140,000. So that's well worth it for sure. We'll probably just send this back down there. Get this stuff off the field and we'll start tearing it up, literally. Put in our silo for now. Check our silage over at the PGA as well. We'll probably have to send some over there soon. You're pressing the wrong button, sorry about that. Start sorting through all these because there's we filled up all of our greenhouses. They're all good to go. Plenty of silage in there. Almost empty there, but the methane's chockers, so we're going to have to take over some water, some silage to kill the methane, and then once we get the rocks done from here, we can take them over too. So let's see how we go with this. Getting up a bit high. I think it's that thing on the back. Up and down. So we'll see. Nice and low. We'll see what it does. See how it goes. I have used this once before behind the pickup truck. And it was super good, but I've never really had a machine that a bigger machine that can run the 500 horsepower. That's why we always just stuck it behind the pickup truck. LX. See how it goes. Lots of rocks, but it should do, yeah, it should do about 30 kilometers an hour. Maybe a bit more if it's got that little thing on it. What we'll do is we'll do a header Gonna run into everything. A bit fast in reverse than I'm used to. Wrong one. So I'll run an edge around them all just to get it all neat and tidy. Wouldn't mind trying to clean up that grass edge there too. Doesn't need to be, it's just look a little bit neater. Tires on the back of this thing are flexing pretty hard. Yeah, definitely going to be plenty of rocks here for collection for our for more gold production. Just super good. Need more. Doesn't burn through them that fast, which is great. But we don't have many fields. You don't have a lot of stone, so we're sort of lucky with these fields. To me personally, it seems like there's more stone in the fields here than most other maps, and I think that if that's why, the only reason I can think as to why would be due to the fact that you can do the gold with them. Maybe Alien Jim put more rocks in or turn the ratio up, I'm not sure. But yeah, I done a field in No Man's Land the other day and I'm like, yeah, we didn't get very many rocks out of that compared to what you'd get in Western Wilds. I haven't really done many other maps and left the rocks on. I just seen how you can use the rocks here for gold and I'm like, yep, that's another cool way to do it, so gave it a shot. Tractor seems to be going well. Don't seem to have any issues with it. Even if it just sits at 25-30, it's probably not such a big issue on this field. It's not crazy big, but compared to little 4-meter ones that do 10 kilometers an hour, this is super duper handy. Right, so we'll set the worker off on this and see if there's enough runoff for them so they don't go smashing into things. If it works, we'll head across and grab our rock picker. Our tractor back with the stuck up there. That's wrong. Oh, we're done. You get caught up on that so far wide. There you go. Got it. How they manage that. But weird. Going way out of the way. Seem to work well. We just got to make sure they don't run over the edge and go and tear up our other crops. But we'll use the JCB for the rock picker. Be interesting to see if you can actually make this go faster with that loop as well. No hitch thingy. Maybe once this tractor's finished the field, we'll give it a try. I know on the back of the truck it goes faster. flies, but it runs in everything so it doesn't break in enough time. Right, there's our tractor and seeder. Stop, come back, wait for me. Fill her up, and that's good to go as well. Look how fast it's going. It's not going to stop. Alright, so we're full on seeds. Seems to be struggling a little bit pulling this. Like the wheels are spinning before. Should work fine behind the JCB, worst case. Leave that sitting here so it's ready to go. Wait for this field to be finished, and we'll get back to you. Alright. Last run. Tractor's doing well, no complaints here. Probably a little bit too fast if you wanted to go onto a bigger field or a smaller field, like you wouldn't want to this sort of equipment, not this big or this fast. Super handy though. Can work. Crash counter. Let's grab, we'll try the where do we put it? Try the stone thing on this. And this can pull the planter. Same deal, but I mean if it goes too fast it's just going to run off into everything and be a hassle, but we'll see. Hope it's going to work up this high. It's a worker. It's doing 50. I don't know if it's picking them all up. Ah, missed something there. Can we go lower? Some up. Should be. Oh, it should, so we'll try that. That's good. A little bit faster. See how far it runs off from the edge, I guess. Seems to be getting them all now. Yeah, that's me braking. I think what we have to do is gonna have to do a couple of lips around the edges. Get a bit of a runoff area, but regardless, if you big open fields, being able to go flat out like that saves a lot of time. What we might do is actually we'll take that off. We'll drop this little hitch thing here. Lizard trailer attachment support, that's what it's called. And we'll hook it up without it. See how it goes. Turn on stone picker. A few there, but we'll go back. I think it limits the speed now. Knows that it's pushed down. That's back to normal 15, 16 kilometers an hour, miles an hour, whatever you want to have it set at. But either way, if you want to go super fast, you can. Some people might want that. Some people may hate it. But it's an option. At least now it won't go shooting off into the fields and running into houses. I just wanted to see if it works. It'd be interesting to see if it works with a seeder. It's the same thing. If you've got houses and everything close to it, you can't really go shooting off into it because you're just going to have to keep pulling it out. Alright, so we'll get this all sorted and slow and steady. We'll pop back and see you very shortly. Alright, so this was taking a fair while, so I ended up grabbing another one down there, which I'll have to get in a second because it's full as well. And while these are going off, we will go and check on our greenhouses and cattle. Oh, this one's either blocked or full. Oh, that little thing on the ground there is upsetting. Uh-oh. We'll have to move that. But I've got this one that holds a little bit more. It's not as wide, but it was a cheapie on sale. I keep forgetting to look in there because there's only ever been a couple of times anything's been in there that was helpful for me, but I think I have to take a bit more time and look in there because there can be some good deals. And if I needed a skid steer, that'd be perfect. A bobcat, whatever you want to call it. I really need a baler. Don't need to buy a baler yet, and I don't need that. So we're sort of covered. We've just got to buy the harvester and header when we get some cash back, and we're good to go. Got our truck over here fully loaded up with methane. Nearly gonna need some more silage in there too. I'll have to check on the gold. I bought one of the what are they called, the Fossica, or I can't remember the different back for the ute, the truck. I'm hoping now that we have a forklift telehandler over there, we don't have to keep taking that trailer over, so we can probably get rid of that flat deck trailer. If we need one later on, we can get another one that's sort of a bit more suited, or get another one of these big long ones that I use for the wood. That was close. Now this thing looks pretty killer. The green underglow, the special methane trailer on, that's part of the map. We'll go down here and unload this. These roads are a bit rough. It doesn't ever, in no man's land, this thing will shoot up to 140 easy. Here it doesn't seem to. I think the roads are just a bit rough, or this was a used truck. It's got 52 hours on it or something now. I'm not sure. Plus it is the long version. I've got when we bought this one. You know, when you buy them from the store, you can still mod them, even if they're used. So I did buy the long one, because at the time we were using a different trailer, and I wanted to be able to carry the longer lumber. So with this, you can actually, with the trailer, the fifth wheel hitch back and forwards. It's not a lot, but it makes a difference when you got that long timber, so it doesn't hit the headboard or the headache rack or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, all done. I don't think we have. Oh, it's full again. Then what we'll do is we'll send this back up there. I normally do most of this without AI, but because I'm recording, I sort of try and speed up things a little bit so you're not watching the same repetitive stuff. Do I send on that work up there to do it for me? Yes, it does cost us cash, but at least you don't have to sit through it. Back and forwards, back and forwards. Go up and grab our truck with a new bed on it in a minute. Maybe we just move that. Need to put it somewhere I'm not going to lose it, because it doesn't really stand out that well. Now we're going for chicken feed. They've still got food. We're good there. Oh, here we go. What's it called? The Fossica or... Oh, what it's called. Sorry, we'll go and check so people can see. It's just a flat deck, and it's got the built-in diesel tank prospector. So you can have a diesel tank on the back, which will help us fill up our stuff. I'm not sure what else you can put in it. Don't really need the sides on, so we'll try and see if we can take them off. So yeah, open that way, we can put the gold on the back of that, and we're good to go. Got decent lights. Too bad, looks pretty standard on the back, but I've got the big wide flares, so that suits it. So yeah, apparently that toolbox on the back holds diesel or liquid, so we'll work that out. At least now we can head over and grab our gold. Once we're there, we'll hop back in. So just come down here to the gold area. Should have 4, maybe 5 pallets, I think, so I haven't been here yet. So let's put some water in, so we're good for water. I wonder if this thing will help us out at all if we put a little bit of weight on the back, make it a little bit better. One. Definitely dropped down a bit when we put that on, so try and get a bit more straight on so it's easy to load. Not even sure if it's better to get a forklift down here. If we can find a forklift with a hitch and we can pull the water trailer around, that would be a win. Even one if it runs on methane, because it can just fill up over there. Here we're a bit heavy there. I don't think we're going to get many on, maybe 4. Maybe 6. See? I need to get 4 on. Usually it's only 3, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I was watching a streamer on Twitch last night and he was battling with forks and bales, and like, mate, have a look in there, and I told him about this and he went and got it. He joined on the Discord and he's like, man, that's a game changer. You're not the best with hand-eye coordination doing forks and pallets, and these things are mint. If that'll fit there. I don't know if this is going to work. She's sitting. I figured this would be for carrying gold, called the prospector, you know. But she's sitting low on the ass. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a weight for the back of this for sure. See if we can find a forklift. Just the way it bounces around like that just doesn't help the cores at all. Alright, got it. Put this back over here with our little water tanker. It's cool how some of these you can hitch up to the back of forklifts, and yeah, she's heavy. I don't know if those middle ones are actually cracked in, are they? Front ones. Whoa, that's not good. No warranty anymore. Yeah, this isn't gonna work having she broken. May have to put a sail point in over here. I wonder if our AI worker can drive it down safely without braking. Let's see. For that truck, sometimes it takes a little while for it to kick in. We'll see if they crash. I mean, what can we do? But in theory, what other flat trailers have we got that could handle that weight? Like, these ones don't do auto load gold. That one might handle it, being a dual axle. But we'll try it next time just with 3. There's not always going to be 4 there, so not sure. Almost done over here, so we can start seeding and try and get that done before the afternoon's out. I've got to remember now too, we're going to have to do double fertilizing because the seeder we're using doesn't fertilize like the old one, which we'll see how that works out for us. At least we're getting plenty of stones to make more gold. That's the main thing. I love it. Methane, water, stones, gold. It's all basically free. Alright, so they're good. What's next? Might just empty this one now while we're... Yeah, saves having to run back for it. This thing's a bit of a weird thing. A wheel at the back, a wheel in the centre. Offset drawbar. It'd be cool if the other one we used, the 5 metre wide one, held as much as this. It would be super handy. I'm surprised someone hasn't modded it, unless most people just turn off stones, which I guess in most maps you do, because you can't really do a whole lot with them. Probably going to collide in a minute, but while they're working, they're working. I mustn't have collected the methane yesterday because it's a second load. So we'll get this filled up. I don't think this tractor is going to be able to pull cedar, but I guess there's one way to find out. Even if we can just do a couple of rows around the outside. I mean, it's not a very big field regardless, so we've still got to grab our milk and slurry. Yeah, weight wise it does not like it. Let's see what it does. What can we do? Let's do wheat. And here canola. Oh, wheat. Maybe we do barley. Should we do corn or potatoes or sugar beet? I haven't done sugar beet before. Let's do sunflowers, then we can get more oil. Oh, we can't actually because it's the wrong time of the year. Let's see if it pulls it. Yeah, it's working. Right, we'll get a couple of these runs done and we'll pop back shortly. Right, we made it back. The gold's slowly unloading. We'll have to wait for that to flip over because I can't move that. I'll have to try and get it to flip. No, not that way. Oh no. Close enough. We'll just have to try and push it with something. So that is a bit of a fail. But maybe if we just have 3 pallets in there stacked front to back, it might work next time. But yeah, I mean, you got to try, right? Phew, I was hoping that it didn't go the other way around. Right, we'll get rid of this. And then we'll work out, we'll get the telehandler over there and pick up our gold in a minute. Not a big rush. I don't mind this tractor. I mean, I tried the Bigfoot truck when it came out with the big wheels and that was crazy fast and a little bit of fun, but it wasn't really usable. This thing's, I mean, I know it's not real, it does 150, but a lot of stuff in the game isn't real either. You don't really get gold from stones and methane and yeah, you know what I mean? So turning circle isn't the greatest, but I've had, you know, there is worse. Try and watch what other tractor was doing, my bad. Right, we'll park this fella here for a minute. This is the new cordless Wi-Fi Archer pressure washer. It's great, you don't have to have your gear in the same spot and move it all over there all the time. You can't run with it out. Same as with that spotlight or the chainsaw. That might be the last of the rocks, maybe. Having the big weight on the back makes a hell of a difference. So yeah, we're slowly getting there. We've still got to do the greenhouses and check on the animals, but we're crossing the jobs off. Getting plenty of stones for more gold. We've Got a pretty steady income with silage and methane. Usually I have a lot more greenhouses going on, but at the moment I'm just trying to concentrate on farming. We still do have to plough that field over there. It'd be great to try and get that done today. I just don't think we're going to. So I don't think there's much time left in the year to get anything in the ground except for today, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. This one can just chill out over here outside for a bit, because I think if we do get that field, we're going to have to start the stones anyway. Saves us some time. I usually just put everything away once I'm finished recording. They've taken up too much time and effort. Oh, there's a weight there that we had anyway, so we can always that on the back of the other handler. There's a little tractor. Okay. What we might do is put the water tanker on the back of the truck, and then we'll go over there and collect the milk and silage. Don't think we have a dairy set up yet, do we? I haven't really had the cash. Sorry about jumping back in and for the menus all the time. I don't think we do, but the farm production or the farm thing, I think you can do milk or cheese in that. There it is. Butter and cheese, so might do some butter. And with the money we get from that, we can well, the outhouse actually makes straw manure with that. Pretty cool. Why is there wood chips going to the toilet? That's not cool. I'll have to suss that out. Let's be going to the carpentry building. Make sure this one's going to get, oh yeah, it's going to come down here and that tractor's going to be in its way. Alright, so we need our truck. Where do we put that? The water tanker, so we can do the slurry and milk. Gotta work out a spot to keep everything in one area so I don't keep going. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? So yeah, we've got some sunflowers there and some potatoes, but it'll be cool to have a couple more of them so we can do more fruits and veggies. And I know there's ones you can do now for raisins. I think it's about 100,000 litres of all the items. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to sort this tractor out. Hang on, because he's not gonna turn around. He's just gonna go, I'm done. Okay. Do a quick run along the edge here so the chicken house doesn't affect them. Pardon me. Send them on their merry way. Hopefully that they got clearance from everything else. Let's sort out this milk and slurry, and then we're chores wise we're done for the day basically, except for just doubling up on some of them. There's no slurry. Yes. He's working with his tanker all of a sudden. Oh, there's still water in it. Dang it. Better pay more attention. Can this be used anywhere? I haven't really looked at that. Hoping maybe you could put it in the I need something to separate the production so there's like food. Hoping you could put it in here and do stuff with it, but have to have a look into that and see if we can use it for something. I'm sure you'd fertilizer or something you can use it for. Like I said, I've never really run this many productions or automations with the distributing, so it's all like a learning curve. I've been watching people do it, like, you know, Sincerely P, and that's, I mean, it's pretty cool. Sort of hard to keep up watching all the farm ones I like, and then watching the you know, Farmer Klein, Clutch, Farmer Cop, all of them sorts of guys. You know, it's just try and keep up with them as well as trying to keep up with other YouTubers that I watch, and Camping Me Steve and Cletus McFarlane and all that stuff. It's a big wide range of different things. Alright, so we are going to take this up to the production point, and we'll get back to you shortly. Alright, we're just going to start this rolling. It doesn't go any faster with that little hitch thing on the back, but it does with it turn sharper without hitting the wheels, so that's a bit of a win. And, we'll just do a row around the edge here so it doesn't collide with the chicken pen or the power poles. I guess we're going to throw down some fertilizer too, I forgot about that, so we'll have to do that. And then we should be good to go. And line this up and hopefully let it do its thing. Turn. No, we have to get it across a little bit more. Probably more like there, I'd say. There we go. Let them do their thing and we'll move this truck out of the way. So we dropped our milk off, that's all done. To get some diesel and give this thing a bit of a service. But now we've got a bit of money and don't have to worry about it, otherwise we'll be in trouble. So we pair that, The repairing and the paint on these things just goes away so fast. It's crazy. It's good to go. Grab the other truck and we'll go over and get our lettuces and stuff that we were planning on doing earlier. And once that roller's got a bit done, we'll throw some fertilizer down and Bob's your uncle. I think, do we have these pushers on all of these ones? These are pretty cool. It pushes all the pallets into one area a little bit tighter. Makes it easier when you want to come and load them up. Even if you're doing it with a forklift, it just gets them all into a tighter zone. Allows you to pick them up a little bit faster. Where's their gold on this at the moment? Like, how come this has gold? Maybe they've changed this so gold can go in it. That's an accident that we found out that's going to be handy. There you go. It did. Like prospector tray and all that stuff isn't really needed now. We know that. This one has just had an update, in all fairness, so I'm glad that it has been included. Makes it easy when you can pick up more productions, but we'll fill this up and we'll pop back. Alright, we're just grabbing the last of this lettuce. I was just thinking too, I think that food production building we've got can do salad. I think it's lettuce, tomato and maybe olive oil, so I don't really want to go planting olives, and those olive greenhouses are pretty pricey, so I might throw a couple of them olive tree mods in and see if that works. And that can give us our olive oil, and then the lettuces and tomatoes can actually be used for something else, not just being sold like this. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but we might just throw a couple of olive trees in. What would they be under? Maybe production greenhouses? There you go. Throw a couple over here maybe. The water cart. So let's try one there. Do that, and then we just work out. I'm sure they're going to need water, and then yeah, boom, there's our olive oil. And because we've got 4 greenhouses, I think I've got water over here. Now, even if we just turn to the lettuce, to the strawberries, see what they need. Olives, seeds and manure. So there you go. Lucky we didn't get anything. So we'll do that. The same regardless. Or you can just run them. Yeah, so double production this way. And we do have plenty of manure. I'm not sure about seeds, but done deal. There's a truck. So that's what we'll do. We'll try that. Ah, damn it, they're putting them out on the other side. That was a mistake from me. And seed in the grass. There's our normal truck body gone. Start putting stuff in the same spot. Here. So we'll see if we have any seeds. Manure isn't an issue. We should have heaps of that. If not, we will have. I should just left the tanker on. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a brain fart. It needed water still. There you go, seeds. Throw 10,000-15,000 in just to make sure. May need more, we don't know. It's pretty cool, and I know there's a couple of cheaper grapevines too, so I mean as we start making money for equipment, you can always hire it to start with, but yeah, these need to be turned sideways, but for now I think we'll just run them and see what happens, see if they're productive. Ooh, they're going to take a lot more than I expected. 10,000 a tree. Alright, we'll get this stuff sorted out and we'll pop back for you. Alright, so we've got our manure. I've got about 33,000 litres. I'm not sure. That takes a lot of manure. Gonna have to buy some. 20,000 litres of manure, there you go. We'll buy 30,000, it shouldn't be too much from that little buy-sell station just there. And throw some water in. Hopefully we'll see what happens in the next day or so. Let's go 30,000 to be safe. Can we squeeze through here? Yep. Yeah, we're just got to throw some water in and see how we go. And that way, that's one less job we got to do because the lettuces and the strawberries can just get hopefully sent straight there. I might duck over and grab that tractor while we're up this end. See if we can get the fertilizer going down. And that field is done. It's a back and forth. I mean, we can try out one of them grape and olive things as well, but I've got to look at some way of making some seeds and stuff because 100,000 litres of seed, fertilizer, all that is just going to be very costly. I don't even think we'd have enough money for that. Now, I don't know how good it's going to work, so I don't really want to chance that. I've got two water things here. One's fast, one's slow. Is that one? Maybe that was the fast one. I might have deleted the other one. Right, while that's filling up, click through all these and get this way. Remove that stump. Every time I see it, I'm like, yep, we're going to get rid of that stump. Beware. But some of these trailers I just can't get right. There's a certain point they get to, then it's just like, boom, they're gone. Like a box trailer when you're running like a 6x4 box trailer, they're just a pain in the bum to reverse. Especially with the short drawbars. Our spreader over here, I think. Yep, there it is. And that lime. Empty it out. It's pretty fast anyway. A little bit of excess lime. I have to buy some because we use the rest of it in our greenhouses, unfortunately. I don't mind if we have to fill it up because we're going to have to fertilise twice, and then the field next to us too, so let's see how much. That's 7,000 litres for 8,000, so at $110,000 if we had to just have it full of fertiliser. For the olive and grape greenhouses, so that's a bit beyond our reach right now. Wasting a little bit going on the concrete there, but you get that. Alright, so that's all good to go. Fertilizer's going down. This isn't the fast one, hey, it takes way too long. There was another one I put in. I can't remember. This one. I'll show you. There's two that look identical. I'm just going to have to delete the one we don't use, I think. So there's that one, free water pump. And that one there. And they look the same, but we'll pick this one. And we can't stick it up against that fence, unfortunately. Pick this one here, so that is the water pack mod. And then the one next to it, $300. Free water. So we'll try them both and see which one's faster. And then we know which one we've got to get rid of. And then we should be good to go, I think. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so pretty good. Definitely slower. Slow ones are gone. Look at that, almost full now. Wicked. Thanks, 10,000 litres. That was a waste of all that time, but so we're going to need water again soon. What a bummer I put them around the wrong way. Sure we can make it work. There we go, they're all full. So now we're producing olives for olive oil. We've got sunflowers over in the greenhouse thing over there for sunflower oil for our crisps. We'll go and make sure that all this fertilizing is done because it's sitting there. I think he's missed all that up there. Alright, we'll let this get done and we'll pop back. Alright, so I couldn't help myself. Started down out this field. We've done a nice big square edge around the outside. I've got the tractor over here with the stump grinder on it because I'm pretty sure we're going to have some that we've missed. I do know I have gone over one. I can't remember where it is. I've got the stone picker started over there. Might get the other stone picker going in a minute, but I need to have the stump grinder. So I mean, the worst case, I guess I could put the stump grinder on the front of this or the rock picker, so it's not a big deal. That might be actually what we do, is we'll head over, we'll grab it, get the stone picker on and have it working as well, because this field's pretty big. I would really love to try and get something in the ground today, even if I turn off the seasonal stuff and put something else in. I mean, put in some oats or some corn or some sunflowers. You know, it's not going to be harvested till this time next year, but at least it's already in and dusted. Or we can just wait. We've already got wheat and barley growing, so got wheat, barley, grass. I want to put in some more greenhouses, sort out some production things. Once I get the hiccups sorted out of that, we'll probably expand into some more. I don't have the rack on the back, so it's only doing 15 kilometers an hour. It's not cheating, but this would be one of them big open fields that you just let it run wild. I'm actually thinking once we get the field next door, because there's not a whole lot of trees on that one, so I can see he's maybe making that these two one big field. Then this grass one and that little one, maybe we make that an L-shaped one, like over there. Combine them. There's a stump just there, see? Always miss some. There's a stump grinder, there it is. Always good to have this thing laying around. And I'm sure once we start seeding, or when we get the rock picker going, the other ones, because this well, it is pretty forgiving. It does drive over. You can see it pop one over and I'm like, oh, there's a stump, so I had to get it sorted. Field creator mod as well, so you can use it as a normal one or as a field creator, which is cool, but you have to be careful using the field creator with an AI worker, because even though I've got a nice big barrier around the outside, they still will shoot over the edge. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so I think we'll just get this one prepped and throw some fertilizer on it. It's getting late in the day. It'll take a heck of a long time to get all the rocks off. I think that's the best bet. We'll get the second one going. What I might actually do, this next run we'll do over here, and then we can start the other rock picker here, and it's not going to catch up to us before get over to finish it. Stop that there for a second. Old Massey, she needs a bit of love, but I don't think we're going to get over there and get back before that ends, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one. We're about a third of the way through, so can't go too far. It's just going to go zoom and wreck all my nice square borders. Hopefully, yeah, let's see it on the map. Oh. Where have you put it? Doesn't go straight past it. What happened? Bet you there's a stump there. Oh, he's gonna have to wait. Get this one all sorted and put that stump grinder back on the back. Sort of lucky that spun around and it didn't come and rip up the road around the middle, because that would have been a pain in the ass. Very lucky. Yeah, I mean, as careful as you are, Me personally, I tend to always miss a stump here and there, especially on a big field when you... Half the time I'm trying to do this at night time at 1 o'clock in the morning because the kids are asleep and go to work, so it's like you're just trying to get as much as you can sorted out. That's the stump. I don't like turning with this one on the back. It's a stump. Oh, the go is there. Leave that thing there. A little bit random. Wonder if maybe it got too close to the edge and it was off the track enough it didn't want anything to do with it. It's gonna suck. It's always best to try and leave them overhang a little bit like that, and they won't happen what happened just before. Sorry about moving around through all the vehicles. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's already getting dark. Dang it. There's another way instead of having to drive back and forth all the way to the silo. There's something I can dump it into, then transport it all over in bulk. That would be awesome. And then we're going to make it there before it gets to the end. Come on, come on. Right, we'll drop it off. There should be thousands and thousands and thousands of tons of rocks in here now. But no, it'd be super cool if this thing held 5,000 litres. On some big fields, just 1 or 2 runs and it's time to empty again, so... I know there was like them AV studios that done those bags, like they look like water bladders that took stuff in. I wonder if one of them would work. You should just pick him up and down with a forklift. Or a telehandler. Or was it finished? Running out of time. Oh, just far out. Have a look and see if big bags maybe. if they're going to take rock. Maybe. Ones here that are in cages, they could. And the telehandler up there to go and grab it. How many cars floating around? Blow this. It's probably over in the. What I might do is I'll fold this up and I might put that rock crawler or that rock picker on the back of this one. Doesn't seem to like to turn on that. Might need that ball hitch on the back. I noticed that with the massive when I was using it last time, it's on the crackle turning, so if anything that's on the hitch. Go for a minute, so bring this back. Where the ball hitch is, it's right in there in the middle of the way in of the pliers, so it's like turning. Sharp turn over like the other ones, the wheel is set further forward. See if it does it any better on the back of this one. This one, so we'll try and line up like that. It'll do its thing. We're going good, there's no rocks in it, no trees in its way. We'll send that off, but yeah, we'll get back to you once we get up there. So we made it up here. I think we just think. There you go, just picks up like a fork. Even wobbles. Ooh, wobble. I don't know, maybe we could stick these near the greenhouses and automatically fill up. I don't know, I've never had one. I think I've had one for water. I've never tried this one. This thing would be pretty well overloaded at the moment because it's got a 1,000 or 2,000 kilo weight on the back. As well as this pallet on the front. This one's got the unreal capacity. I'm not sure how many litres it will take. But what we'll do is we'll send this guy down to our farm. We've still got the methane. Maybe he'll pick himself up. Still going. The other one probably full by now. Yep. I'm going to let that sit there for a minute until we get that drum down. Does not have a great turning circle, this truck. Green lights on. The road runner, I don't think I've used that yet, but I might have to buy another truck. This one's not so bad with the servicing yet, but I know as it gets a bit older it'll start needing servicing more. I'll try a road runner. Let's use this one still for collecting wood, because there's still going to be a lot of wood to collect yet. Alright, what happened to our telehandler? We have to drive it over a little bit closer. A little bit dark, we'll have to end it up soon. It's only been on 1x speed too, so pardon me. Probably a couple of episodes in one. Hopefully it's not too long. Alright, now we'll try it. See if we can get in the shoot over there without running the fences. Some crisps up there. Oh, way too many. That'll be interesting to see if we can unload into this thing. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. We can't. It's only a couple of $1,000 and I'm sure we can use it for something else. What we might do is start heading over with this in case it doesn't work, so we're going to have to head over anyway. So this grass field's pretty much useless, so if we, even if we had this whole area as grass, it's not a big deal. Now we've got a couple of fields either end, I think. Join them up. Here we go. Wait for me, stop, stop, stop. That was lucky, didn't even stop for me. Let me put that there. There you go, look at that. It's awesome. Now, did it go into that? I was hoping it didn't go into our silo over there. That is killer. Gonna save us heaps of time. Especially as we start getting further and further away, instead of having to build a silo or get a new silo, you can actually like a portable silo. Yeah. Lower. Let's go. You know, that's going to be super handy having that, I think. Not even just for this. It's going to be interesting to see what else it works for. Starting to get a bit dark. I'm not sure how well we're going to be able to see all this stuff. Maybe we a little bit more and then end it off and just let the stone pickers go until tomorrow and work late into the night. Right, good, so let's move this little handler. Wiggles and stuff over the road. It's pretty cool, like it's fully forward. I think you could just whack this in the plot of land where you're working. Just zoom on over to this instead of bang in the middle somewhere. That. And now we just come up and dump into that. I mean, that's got 2,000, maybe it's 100,000 litres or something. Jitters. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So let's just, this one will dump into it. So cool. It's going to be handy as. Not so much of a problem with this tractor because it does 150. For the smaller and slower ones, it's going to be helpful as. Alright, well I think that's where we're going to leave it off today. Bit clear over here, but all the work's happened over there where it's dark, so I'm going to get the fire on. Lights on. Fire lit. Get some dinner going. And let these workers earn their cash. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Keep safe.